Okay, so this is a walkthrough of the Stone Research Transparency System. I am recording it on the morning of Sunday, the 23rd of February, 2025, here in Katoomba, just outside Sydney, Australia. So, this video bibliography is empty. Stone is open. I've got the app running and installed. So let's start recording. Okay, so now we're in work mode, and what that means is every 1 second, the system takes a screenshot and captures whatever's on my screen. And every 30 seconds, it sends those images to the server. So there's no lag, it doesn't get backed up. Now, just to capture that time frame, I'm going to quickly run through this uh, to show how that time lapse works. I'm going to quickly go through this presentation. Obviously, this would be research, this would be documents rather than PR, but I may as well use the time, kill two birds with one stone. With the Stone Transparency Research, Stone Research Transparency System, research is valuable, make it visible. Now, why is my slideshow being weird? Okay, so as the body cam is to police work, as showing your working is to maths homework, as the GPS tracker is to truck driving, so Stone is to journalism. So in the past, there was the news deliverable, and we can imagine that as if it's a primitive canoe, out on the seas of Polynesia, and then someone figures out you add a sail to it, and that's social media, that's Twitter and Facebook, and they propel the news deliverable along, but they also add a degree of instability. So Stone is like a rudder to create friction and drag and stability, and balance out the effect of social media. If Facebook is McDonald's and Twitter is Skittles, then Stone is Nike. So, those are how you put calories into your system, where how you take calories out of your system, where how you get in mental shape. Right, now, here's a sort of visual representation I'd like to make of how Stone works. You've got the general public on one end, and their attention extends out towards the subject matter, and then you've got the subject matter and a cone of information that extends away from that. And journalism is in that cross in that area that both touch, where the information meets the attention, and that was the center of activity. Social media came along and it pulled the center of activity towards the audience and away from the subject matter. Just to think about it in a very high level, abstract way, right? And so we want to have research content, more activity at the other end of the system, closer to the subject matter, and that will drag the center of activity back towards the journalist and place the journalist back in the center of the system rather than sort of being chasing what's happening on social media. This is one of our users. He is a research assistant team leader at the University of Toronto, working in evidence synthesis and knowledge management stuff. There's a bunch of stuff about his work, which I won't go through, but he's tried using other systems to capture his research process, and none of them are as good as ours. In summary, Stone's video capturing features are unparalleled and stand out quite radically among regular screen capturing software in the context of the task of capturing research. Now, that's a great quote, so I want to make sure I'm probably going to use that quote in whatever I'm working on. So let me add a little highlight. All right. This is a quote from Pavel Zelenov. He says that Stone's video capturing features are unparalleled and stand out quite radically among regular screen capturing software in the context of capturing research. And if I'm happy with that, I could end that highlight, but I'm not. I'm going to do it again. Restart highlight. Do it again. In summary, Stone's video capturing features are unparalleled and stand out quite radically among regular screen capturing software in the context of the task of capturing research, says Pavel MD, a pioneering early user of Stone. All right, so name that highlight. Okay, now this is data from our trial. Scott Stedman, early founder of Forensic News and another pioneering early user of the product, saw 175% increase in the average one-off donation size. So people who are giving one-off donations gave a lot more. 108% increase in the value of gross one-off donations, in the gross value, so overall, because there were fewer donors giving more each, right? A 16% increase in the number of recurring donors recruited. That's 21 versus 18 over these 2-3 month periods we looked at, and 50% of the increase in the revenue from new patrons. So that's 331 versus 20. So that's all examples of someone making more money using Stone, and we believe that's what we call a trust premium. All right. There's a 16% increase in the number of recurring donors and a 50% increase in the revenue from new patrons. This is what happened when Scott Stedman used our product. Okay, so let's say that's all the research we want to do. We're only doing 5 minutes on this one. We exit recording mode and we name that session. We call it demo session. And that's it, it's uploaded. It's already done because everything's been uploading as it goes. Now I hit publish, and that's just, it's already at the server. It's just doing some stuff at the server to make it public. Now let me get a blog post up to show you how to integrate this. Let's get some text here. Right, now I want to embed the research to back up my statements. I hit plus custom HTML, and over here we should be still publishing. Publish, right? So it takes a minute or two, but it doesn't take longer for longer research sessions. It takes roughly that minute and a half or whatever it takes for whatever you're going to do. Anyhow, in that time you get your story, you do other stuff. Here we go. Paste this code in, and now if I go to preview, we'll see that that's the technology is called a custom iframe. All right, so that's there now. Publish. Just go to our website to see that because publishes via a proxy. Okay. Just wait for it. There we go. Demo story. Here we go. And here we have the story with the research portal. And this is just going to have those two highlights.
In summary, Stone's video capturing features are unparalleled.
Call to action.
Hi, I'm Austin. I'm one of the founders of the Stone Transparency Platform. We believe that research is valuable, so you should make it visible.
Not at the moment.
There's a 16% increase in the number of recurring donors and a 50%.
And it goes back around.
In summary, Stone's...
Or we go see research, and we see in more detail. So if there were multiple events, they'd be strung out along here. And we can see the full research playback. So we see everything, and it's playing back at 24 times the original speed. There's one screenshot.
In summary, Stone's...
Or we can switch to highlights only.
In summary, Stone's video capturing features are unparalleled and stand out quite radically. In summary, Stone's video capturing... In summary, Stone's video capturing features are... There's a 16% increase.
And these are the highlights from that research. So, I mean, that's a quick walkthrough of the whole system. There's a few other bits and pieces to do with, populating that call to action with links, so that every time someone watches one of these research projects or a research portal, they get a call to action to donate or buy a t-shirt or whatever. And so we'd have to set that up with you. But we're an early stage company. This is all still open beta. So what we lack in the big bureaucracy of a large company, we make up for in personal attention. We are here to answer any questions and solve any problems you have. And let's work together to change journalism and change the world.